How does basic fat loss work? What are the parameters? What are the rules? Okay, this is far simpler than what the public, social media, certain coaches or gurus are making it out to be. They are telling you that you have to follow a specific diet, you have to follow a specific training regime, and they generally are the ones selling you that specialized diet or that specialized training or workout regime. At the end of the day, all you need to do to lose weight or to drop body fat, which is obviously is the goal, is to create something called a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is essentially when you are consuming fewer calories on a daily and a weekly basis through your foods and liquids versus what you are expending, the calories that you are burning through your activity level inside and outside of the gym. If you can burn more calories on a daily and a weekly basis then what you consume, you will lose weight. Now, if you can create a 500 calorie deficit, okay, that means that, you have 500 calories more burnt over the course of the day, ideally on a daily basis versus what you consume, and you create a 500 calorie deficit. If you can duplicate that for 7 days and over the course of 7 days be in a 3,500 calorie deficit, on paper, you are guaranteed to lose at least a half a kg of fat on a weekly basis if you create a 500 calorie deficit on a daily basis. If you want to lose a kg a week, which is a little bit of a push, it is a little bit extreme for, I would say, 80-90% of the general population out there, you have to create a 7,000 calorie deficit over the course of a weekly basis. That's pretty much 1,000 calorie deficit on a daily basis, meaning you need to burn about 1,000 calories more than what you consume on a daily basis consistently over the course of the week to be in a 7,000 calorie deficit in order to lose 1 kg of body fat per week. All right, so that is pretty much it. It doesn't matter what exercise you do. It doesn't matter what foods you eat, essentially. If weight loss is just the goal, remember there's a difference between weight loss and fat loss. Fat loss is when we have good tone muscle mass. The body is shaped the way, we want it to be, and we are losing fat in the areas, that are problem areas for us, like, the wobbly arms, the body fat on the chest and the back, a slim, tight waist, nice tone, lean glutes and legs, etc. When you want the body fat to drop, it's a different goal to when you just want weight to drop off your physique. Weight loss is just eat in a calorie deficit, doesn't matter what food you eat, and the weight comes off from muscle mass lost, water weight loss, and fat obviously dropped, and that is weight loss. That's not necessarily the goal that we have. We want the weight that comes off to come specifically from the excess fat that we hold on our physiques. And to do so, we have to be obviously intentional with our nutrition. Eat adequate protein on a daily basis, resistant train at least 3-4 times a week, be mindful with the calories that you consume. At least 80% of it come from whole foods, 20% or less can come from fun foods and more indulging foods. If you can stick to those parameters, you will drop body fat, and kind of like get to the goal that you are after. So that's it at the end of the day. Those are the parameters. That is the premise of you dropping weight and losing fat, is just creating a calorie deficit. Doesn't matter if your way or your preferred choice of dieting is to do that in a keto fashion. If you can sustain that for a prolonged period of time and get great results, amazing. It is good for you. It's not going to work for everyone, but it might for you, okay? If carb cycling is your choice, if a more balanced, flexible, 80-20%, principle is your, option. If, a carnivore diet is your option. If a vegan diet is your preferred way of dieting, it does not really matter which diet you follow. Make sure that the diet is sustainable and enjoyable for you, not because it worked for your friend and you've seen people on social media get fast, crazy results on it. It needs to be something that you can do for an extended period of time, and it has to fit into your lifestyle. Otherwise, it won't be, long term. You will lose that weight, you'll pick it all back up. You want to lose the weight and keep the weight off and do it in a sustainable manner. And the only way to do that is to pick a way of dieting, make it a lifestyle, whichever one of those or whichever ones out there you choose, as long as it is something that you enjoy. If you create a calorie deficit using those principles, and you get your activity level up, and obviously you burn more calories than what you consume on a daily and a weekly basis, you will lose weight at the end of the day. It's as simple as that. My main focus is focus on your calorie consumption, focus on your protein intake. If you can do that, you will be golden. Whatever your body weight is, your lean muscle mass, okay, times that by 2, that is the amount of protein you want to get in on a daily basis. And then you've got to work out through a coach or online calorie, maintenance or calorie deficit app that is going to work out how much calories you need to consume. I can obviously assist you with that as well. You need to find out how many calories for your activity level, age, weight, height you need to consume on a daily basis to lose X amount of weight. Let's say, for example, half a kg or 750 grams. I would always recommend about a half a kg or less, to be a sustainable rate of fat loss. If you can do that, you will lose weight, you will succeed. There's nothing else really to it. Obviously, it's not easy because it's mindset, it's mental health, it's comparison, it is, life that is going to throw you curveballs, it is unsupportive friends and family members, it is, social environments that's hard to, stay, on track with your meal plans and your goals. Life is just distracting, and life will always pull you in different directions and make the journey a little bit tougher. But the end of the day, the way to lose weight, the recipe for success, the equation for you to succeed at fat loss is straightforward and simple. All right, hope that helped. God bless.